Greg in New Hampshire. You're on After Opie and Anthony Live.
Oh, hey, Eric and Sam. How's it going today, boys?
Good.
Hey, I called earlier today. I was trying to get on about how the show has suffered a little bit lately, and I was blaming it on Danny and Travis's inept production.
What?
Okay. Yeah, and I thought that they should shit-can those guys and give both of you dudes their money.
Oh.
Oh, so get this.
That's not
Danny
fair.
and I go back and forth on the phone.
Okay.
10-minute full-on brawl, calling each other every fucking name in the book.
This was all going on in the phone screening room?
Yes.
Okay.
And then get this, dude. Here's the fucking killer.
Uh-huh.
I hang up. He calls me at my house 3 times.
Who did?
Danny Ross did.
Danny, did you call him at his house?
Yeah, if he's dumb enough to leave his fucking to call a radio show and not block his number.
Why?
I'll call him again later, too.
Okay, there you go. It's out there now. So I hope fucking Bladder and Leeds and fucking Greenstein, all the big dogs here.
Yeah, they all know who I am.
What was the fight about? Why are you so mad at this guy?
Me?
Danny
Yeah.
sucks. Nobody cares about how many...
No, he's just going to keep talking. There's no point.
Greg, I want to know what's got Danny so upset.
Danny is...
No, you're going to have to, honestly, you'll have to pot him down.
Well, I didn't mean, Greg, I want you to tell me why Danny's so upset. I want Danny to tell me why Danny's so upset.
Well, you shouldn't have asked.
All right.
You're not listening to me, Sam.
All right, Greg. I'm potting you down a little bit, but don't hang up.
No, nothing. It was honestly nothing. It was just, he's just another one of these guys who calls in.
What did he say?
He's a guy who...
You can hear him a little bit
He
in the
thinks
back.
he doesn't understand the difference between production and producing a show.
Uh-huh.
So he seems to think that if your production is different than what the other production used to be, you're not a good producer. And so I was trying to explain to him that there's a difference between coming up with production bits and producing a radio show, but all he wanted to do was scream at me and tell me how much everything sucks.
He doesn't like your bits? I mean,
he doesn't like anything.
What don't you like that Danny's done?
He doesn't like anything.
Danny, take a breath. It's my turn, buddy.
Greg, what don't...
See, and he acts all cocky like he won something.
Let's put
Like he calls a radio show and he thinks like that's all he had to do to win an argument.
Greg.
How about the Whistling Kenny production piece?
What about it? That's the only thing that you keep bringing up. And then you keep bringing up the how much stuff, which everybody loves.
Okay.
Everybody loves the how much stuff.
Greg, you tell me... Greg, tell me what you don't like that Danny's done.
Okay.
He's going to name the same 2 things. He's going to say the Kenny Whistler bit and the how much stuff. And that's all the fucking guy could say because he's got nothing else.
Danny, you keep talking.
No, you keep talking. You keep talking. That's all you do, and you don't shut up.
Okay, this is too much, Danny. Nobody wants to hear your voice.
It's your turn, Greg. Greg, just tell me what you don't like about Danny.
Danny's production is the worst. Him and Travis cannot come up with...
Travis's production does suck.
What are the ideas specifically?
You guys come up with anything that's been worth playing more than like 3 times?
Because
no!
Half the time
Steve C is missed. Believe me, Steve C is missed. And you're the fucking main reason he's out of there because you and Travis fucking undermined him the whole time he was there.
See, and that's a perfect example. And listen to me, Greg, this is a perfect example. Remember before when I told you that you just don't know what the fuck you're talking about? This is a great example because you just don't know what you're talking about.
Did you not call my house 3 times after we hung up, you little fucking faggot? Did you or did you not?
Listen to how mad he's getting now.
Well, you did. Right? You said you did.
Of course I did.
Yes, okay, of course you did. Okay,
so I was trying to get in touch with you.
It's now out there. You called me at home, and you called me...
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you. Because our phone call disconnected. I wanted to get back in touch. I wanted to get back in touch with you.
Can I talk to Greg next?
Like it's a bad...
You can try to talk to Greg. It's not going to work out for you.
Greg, Travis wants to talk to you. Travis is in here.
Hi, Greg.
Hi, Dr. Gay.
What's your problem? What's your issue with me?
Yeah, now why are you mad at Travis?
Travis and Danny are...
No. Leave Danny out of it.
Okay, so
talk to me.
Hang on, Greg. It's Sam here, your buddy. It's your pal Sam.
No. You see, the more words you use makes you win.
And give the money to Eric.
Hang on, Greg. So what you don't like?
I want to know what your problem with me is specifically.
You're criticizing Danny's bits that he's gotten on the air. Okay.
Horrible.
Okay,
that's fine. Forget about Danny.
What's your problem?
Don't mention him again. Talk to me, Greg. Okay.
Travis,
don't play fucking condescending little fucking know-it-all little douche.
You see how it is with this fucking guy?
Seriously.
You fucking see how this is?
How come you don't like Travis? Explain
to
to
me,
me,
Greg.
Greg.
He's a fucking little kick you in the balls fucking intern faggot. Okay?
Do you see why I'm calling this guy's house later today?
You're going to call him again?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to come in and make sure that you didn't have a real reason.
Okay.
Travis, get off the phone.
He does-
Okay, go fucking do something.
You're the
not
one on the
on the
phone. I'm in the
phone.
studio.
He's on the
Okay,
radio.
Jesus Christ. Think about your history there, you guys. You guys are fucking horrendous.
There's- I mean-
Give the money to Sam Roberts and E.
I'm not asking for-
Should we think about the history before Sam was around, or what? What history?
I
are we
just want to
talking
know why
about
he
here?
doesn't like me, and he's not giving me a reason. He's just calling me names.
Because you suck.
I don't even know if that's
Let me-
true.
let me-
That's all.
let me
But
argue.
I thought it was because you didn't like my production.
This on the radio.
Let me argue for Greg. Let me argue for Greg.
He's hanging up.
You suck because.
You there, Greg? No, Greg hung up.
Yeah.
That's fine. I don't care if somebody doesn't like me. I just want to know why.
Yeah.
It is weird that people kind of attach because he doesn't have a real reason for
doesn't.
disliking you specifically. And I'm assuming too that a lot of the bits he doesn't like are probably bits that I've done as well.
Well, he just doesn't know what people do.
Exactly.
Like you can't come in here and say that Travis's production sucks. Well, guess what? I don't do production. Okay, that's not my job. Guess what? He wants to give money to Eric. Eric doesn't do production. That's not his job.
Right.
And that's exactly what I tried to say. That was like my opening statement here. I said there's a difference between radio production and being the producer of a radio show.
Yeah.
Like when Steve was hired here way long ago, Steve was a production guy. That means he didn't produce the radio show. That means he made audio bits that got played like to break and sweepers and things like that. And then Derek took that over, and now Troy took that over. It is not my function. It is not Eric's function. It is not Travis's function to write and produce radio production. Yeah. It is our jobs to make sure that this show runs the way it needs to run every day, and that we do a fucking damn fine good job of.
But you should also know that you don't need to. I mean, he, as a caller, if he's going to come, I'm not saying this about all the callers, but if a caller's going to call in and start a fight with you, he's coming from an inferior position, right? That's fair.
Yes, absolutely.
With that said, once you start calling him at home, you're bringing yourself down. You know that.
No, it's because I like. When was the last time I was picking up a phone call in that room? So it was like
you don't. Danny doesn't screen calls.
It was like the 3 minutes that I was in there, and this little prick, I'd feel like his day's going shitty, so he's got to go and feel better about himself. So I was like, you know what I'm going to do now, because this happens on Facebook too, where a guy he just talks to me like we're friends, and I'm like, I don't know this guy. I'm like, yo, what's up, dude? What's going on? So now instead of blocking him, instead of all that stuff, I just do it back to him now. So now I just go, hey, what's up, bro? How's your day? Just to kind of give you that, like, that's how you're annoying me. So now I'm just going to annoy you the same way. But so if you're going to call me and just start running your mouth, not knowing what you're talking about, then I will call you and piss you off for the rest of the day.
But wouldn't it be easier for you?
Oh yeah, but I have
if you
nothing
could
to
just
do.
let it go.
I've let it go for the last 2 years. This is the first time I'm giving a fuck about one of these little fucks. This is the first time in 2 years I give a fuck. Let me have some fun. I'm not mad. This is fun. This is fun. I cannot wait to annoy this fucking guy the rest of the day.
There seems like there's some venom there, though.
Because he stands for, it's not like I hate him. I hate everything that he represents.
Negative.
You know what I'm saying?
Anti-Danny listeners.
No, it's anti-everything. I'm a privileged cunt. All I do is enjoy the show and like it, but I have to find the things that I don't like and then go all the way out of my way to let those people know, and that's the part I have a problem with. It's like, and I've said this a million times, I used to be a fan of like Family Guy. Family Guy, it used to be a funny show. It still is. It still can be a funny show. But when I don't like an episode of Family Guy, I don't go out of my way to figure out who the writers and producers were and then find out their Twitters and then tell them that they all suck.
Yeah, but you also got to know that just the and you understand it because you've been a fan of the show and then now you've worked on the show. Like the nature of this show is that it's completely, we open ourselves up. And when we do that, the people listening, they feel like they know us. So it's kind of up to us to set whatever boundaries we want to set. And once you're calling them back at home, you're removing that boundary.
Well, because it's just the numbers there, and I'm like, and this guy's calling it, and I'm like, you know what? And I'm not doing it with grit teeth or venom. I'm doing it with a smirk, and I'm going, I'm just gonna copy this stuff, and then I'm gonna start calling and just piss him off the rest of the day.
Have you been hearing?
It's just that little obnoxiousness that's just gonna get under your skin the longer it happens.
Have you been hearing him yell in the office, Danny?
No, I actually lost the number, to be honest with you. It was in my pocket.
Oh,
I lost it.
Oh, I just want. Yeah, I just want to know if you heard his side yelling.
Oh,
No.
good. Wait, Greg's calling back. 603.
Oh.
No, I could never be possibly bothered to care.
Right? That's what I would
What
think.
these people,
It's fun. I'm not
Like,
saying
if they're saying nice things, it's good.
I don't care. Like, yeah, you like me, cool. You don't like me, that's fine. I
Danny,
don't.
I won.
I
won. You called me 3 times.
Okay, go ahead, Travis.
And you're
I don't
calling
have
me
enough
four.
of an on-air impact for me to think that anybody could possibly have like an opinion. You know, like you don't know what I do. The fucking Wikipedia page says Travis typically acts as the phone screener. I haven't screened phones in 4 fucking years.
But
So,
you're
like,
fine with that.
yeah, I don't care. Guess what? I do my job. Do you like the show that you're listening to? I've got a hand in that. Okay?
You're a behind-the-scenes guy, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're happy that way.
Yes.
Yes.
But in the same way that it's fun for him to call us, I'm just saying it's just as fun for us to call back.
I don't care if he's called. I recognize
And by
his
the way,
voice.
Greg-
He's called me before.
And Greg in New Hampshire, you
don't care.
You don't win. I win because
think
you're
he
the
hung
one.
up
You're the
again.
one that goes home and thinks about me. So I'm the one that wins.
Yeah, but that's where it becomes. Once you call him, it's like, okay, well now,
Now
you're
I'm thinking
you're
about you,
leaving the
yeah.
show to
Yeah,
think
but that
about
was 5
me and
minutes
call me.
removed. I was done with it, honestly. And he's the one that calls back. I hear it in the office. That's the only reason.
And you did a minute ago say you're going to call him this
Well, I
afternoon.
was because that's the radio. But to be perfectly frank with you, honestly, I don't even have his number. I don't even have it. So.
Well, I mean,
I had my 15 minutes of fun this morning, and now this guy wants to run around saying he's the winner. Well,
that's
you're
what's
big-
gonna
you're the-
happen.
You're the big winner, bro. You did it.
Steve in Virginia.
Hey, I think the show is much better now that Danny's back on the air like he used to be. Because that means less time for Sam. And less
I
chance
agree.
for
You know,
better.
Son
I
of a
think that
bit.
Steve Virginia.
Somebody give me a
is-
pen.
Fire Sam.
Wait, get his number and call
I'm getting his
Danny.
Wait, I'm going to call him
Danny
back.
mine.
Come on. I was going to call him and tell him how much I
Steve,
like him.
You can expect some calls.
You want to fire
from
Eric
me.
too because I don't like his production.
That's right, Eric. When was I hate all your bits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Eric, play a production piece.
Yeah, Eric,
that
all of
you
your
did.
production pieces are bad.
Don't get the panda angry!
Are we ever going to get
How
to
could
the...
anyone possibly want to fire me or Danny about production before Sal?
John in North Carolina.
Sound wasn't done yet.
What's going on, Sam?
What's up?
Hey, man, I'm not calling to be one of these fucking trolls and that live up north to piss off Danny or anybody else. Man, I just want a fucking book, man. A
All
free
right.
book.
All right. I'm going to put you on hold. John in North Carolina.
book? Does he
Give
know?
me a hotel book. Yeah, he wants a hotel book. All right, let me.
Heads in beds.
All right, get John in North Carolina's address. He's going to get a book.
All I think about.
But it has to. You wouldn't be calling him if it didn't bother you on some level.
No, it doesn't bother. No, it's just like, okay, well, if you feel comfortable enough that you can call and say all these things and you think that you know something, well, it's just as, and then I'm just staring at his phone number come up on the phone screening thing, and I'm just like,
Because
I'm
the
just gonna
reason
call you back.
the reason that he's calling in and complaining about you is because you bother him.
Yeah, and he's trying to
Like-
get under my skin. And what I'm saying is, I'll let him try to, and then when all is said and done, I'll spend the rest of my day getting under his skin. And I understand what you're saying. It's basically putting us on level playing fields.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's what I'm actually trying to do here, because I don't elevate myself as being better than any of these people. That's what I think the
Yeah, but you
difference
just
is.
call them these people.
Well, they are. I mean, at the end of the day, they're
that's
listeners.
racist.
At the end of the day, they're listeners and they don't work here. That's the reality. That's the reality. But I don't put myself on a pedestal, and I don't think that I'm better than anybody.
Yeah, but
when
there-
you start calling in thinking that you are, that's when my fucking switch gets flipped.
There's a thing when somebody has an opinion about you and you don't know who they are, you're immediately on a higher ground just because of the way that
Because they don't. Yeah.
just because of what it is. So once you start getting down there with them, it's like, well, you just gave up your higher ground. Zach.
Hey guys, good morning. Just think about it, fellas. It's 10:30 in the morning, and you were able to call this douche at home. So he's not doing extremely well. You're working for probably the greatest radio show in the history of time, and Sam Roberts works there. So I mean, you've got a leg up on just about everybody.
I know,
great.
but you know
You
what?
get to
Though?
interact
Yeah,
with
but you know
me
what the
all the
problem
time.
is, you make a great point. But then you repeat and you parrot these things back to the offender, and then they just completely disregard it.
Is that what you're doing in the phone screen room? Going, I get to work with Sam Roberts every day.
Well, no, I'm just like, I'll go, look, you're calling me to shit on me, but the fact that remains is that I've been here for 8 years, dude. It's just like,
I've watched Sam grow. I've watched him blossom, and now I get to see him every day do what he does.
I think Danny won a book.
Well,
Do you want a book, Danny?
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I gotta, let me see here. The hoarder in me.
Okay, you get the order in me. And Zach, do you want a book?
I hoard fucking,
well, yeah, I'd love a book. Man.
I hoard
Yeah.
pest phone numbers.
What do you want? Greg Gutfeld's book?
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Get Zach's address. Zach, stay on hold. And
I think anybody dumb enough to call a radio show and then talk shit without blocking their phone number is just an idiot in the first place. You deserve it.
Speaking of that, Rick in Ohio.
Yeah, hey Sam, I just wanted to know if you're happy being Opie's lapdog.
That's it. What gives you the impression that I'm Opie's lapdog?
Because you sit right next to him and you tell him, "Oh, you did this, you did that." And,
How does he know where you sit?
I sit across. I couldn't. Opie is the furthest person I sit from at the table. And
This is what I'm talking about. I love this. I'll get a tweet. Oh, dude, the replay's messed up. I don't handle the replay. Oh, I just figured you did. Like, these people just assume things.
But Rick, I mean, I tell everybody in the studio things about what they do. What gives you the impression that I'm Opie's lapdog?
I just told you.
What? Explain it to
Because
me.
you sit next to him.
Yeah.
Because I sit
And
next
you tell
to
him all the things.
and I tell him all the things he does. Is that what it is?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Well, have I substantially argued your claim?
What's that?
Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and. I think I illustrated my point.
Sam, we share a lot of the same pains. You get those kind of calls, and I get the Anthony phone calls.
Of course.
And it makes me like it used to get under my skin a little bit because there was a lot of hanging outs happening. But you know what? There hasn't been a lot of hanging outs in a while that people still call, "You fucking suck his dick." And I'm like, I do. I don't. Do I? Because I don't remember. I don't remember
At
those
least
days
neither
anymore.
of you guys have an entire
remember those
radio
days.
show talking about how they don't like someone's dog.
Well, that's true. But also the people on the show don't like your dog.
No, that's what I'm saying.
And the
Actually,
listening audience.
Greg in New Hampshire is on the phone.
Dan, you keep saying you're going to bother me the rest of the day, and you know you have my phone number.
Now, well,
why
'cause-
are you such a
my
fucking
God.
pussy?
Are you
Dan?
officially over him?
I'm just.
Danny, why are you such a pussy? Seriously, Sam, you
That's-
got to rein
okay.
him in.
I'm a big
All right,
pussy.
let me
because
ask him.
I'm a
Why
big-
are you such a pussy?
All right, well, because
Hold on.
Hold on.
I get one more call.
Yeah.
My lawyer wife's getting involved, and I swear to fucking Christ, Danny, you're not fucking going to be working there in 2 months. Seriously.
Okay. You're sounding really intimidating.
Okay, Dan. Whatever. Try it. Call
Keep-
me one more fucking time today, you fucking faggot.
Winning.
No, Danny. No.
Keep
You
winning.
called me at my personal
this
residence,
guy.
you fucking little homo.
What'd you say?
Okay?
603-756?
No,
Break out
3-2.
a little
No,
little Nicky
no.
bit. Okay, let's
What's
break
that?
out some old
Little Nicky bit? Well, he doesn't work here anymore, but I still do. So
I
what's
know,
up?
But he crushed
Actually-
you, and so did Mars. You are such a
Yeah?
little
And
faggot.
Mars's career is just fucking fluid right now. It's just
Flourishing, isn't
flowing.
it?
Remember when
Call me
Mars
one
used to
more
work
time
here?
today.
Yeah. You remember when Mars was our engineer, Greg?
Dan, call me one more time today. Please do.
Greg, you're going to think about me all
No,
day.
please do.
Greg, I don't
Call
think.
me one more time today, Danny.
Greg,
you said-
I
No,
don't
thought
think.
you-
I don't think you could file a harassment claim if
wasn't
you're
the-
going on the radio show and asking him to
Danny,
call
Call me
you.
one more time today.
All right, bro, I'll get in touch later. You're asking me.
I won. You called me at home, you fucking
No,
faggot.
I want it because you're listen.
Congratulations,
You're
Greg.
as mad as you tried to get me.
Congratulations to Greg for winning.
Do you think he'll call again?
Absolutely.
Well, if you don't, are you going to call him this afternoon?
Yeah,
I want you to
who
know.
knows?
I want you to know something. That Greg, right now,
743.
he wants you to call him,
Oh, I know.
and he's going to be all day. He's going to be
He's
waiting
going to
for
be
the
waiting
call.
for me. Yeah.
If I could give you any advice,
I'm not going to call.
do not call him. And if he calls in tomorrow and be like, Danny doesn't call me, come in here and just say, I totally spaced. I forgot. I got caught up with something that happened half an hour after
you
I
see,
talked
like
to you,
now-
and it
He's gonna-
escaped my brain forever.
He's
this
going to
is-
call you. He's going to call tomorrow and say you're a pussy because you didn't call
I know. Meanwhile, he knows everything about me, and I'm like, and he's calling me a pussy. And I'm like, really, dude? I'm a big pussy, but here's the tough guy on the phone. All
Right.
Very good. Oh, and then you know what the best part was? This is the best part.
What's the
you
best
heard
part?
his big mouth on the fucking phone, right? You heard his fucking huge giant mouth. He goes, I met you before back at 57th Street. I said, oh, really? What do you mean? He goes, I used to come upstairs on the bleachers. I said, well, how come you didn't say anything back then? And he goes, well, because Master Poe. And I said, oh, so you didn't say anything back then because you're a pussy.
Because you had a ninja security guard.
Where did my sleeves go?
Scott in Syracuse. Speaking of the little Nicky thing.
I am dying to hear the fucking cane again. How could any?
I didn't know what he meant because it said toe. It said
Yeah, well,
toe
we don't-
fucking cane.
We
And
don't
I
have
was
the
like,
brightest people. Like, he wrote toe fucking cane. You remember the toe?
That.
You're right. You're right. Danny's had hits,
I've
but
had plenty of hits.
according
And
to
you don't-
Greg, he's also had quite a few misses.
But everyone does. Everyone has hits. Everyone has misses. It's the nature of the game. If you can't acknowledge your bombs, you're just in denial or a liar.
Yeah, and once I do have a bomb, I'll be the first to admit it. Justin. I mean, not Justin. Yeah, Justin in New Hampshire.
I want to know when Danny's going to get his own radio show, because I've been a fucking fan for a while.
I had one. It was called the Saturday Night Virus, and then this management company decided that it wasn't worth keeping.
Fucking bullshit. And here's the thing. I'm in New Hampshire. I'll find Greg, and I'll cut his fucking head off.
Well,
Well, we can't endorse that.
I mean, I can't endorse it, but I also we can't.
Just like Greg in New Hampshire, languish in the fact that he's got to call and try to get a radio show peripherals character upset. That's his bag for today.
And the same way we can't endorse it, we can't control what anybody does. So who knows what's going to happen?
It wasn't like I'm going to beat him up.
I'll cut his head off. I'm
gonna cut his fucking head off.
Yeah. I like those guys in my corner. That's nice.
That's a guy who's waiting to cut someone's head off.
He's been looking for a reason. He's got a machete in his house.
See,
I'm going to use this one day. I'm going to have a reason.
I said, about Greg, like, how come he doesn't come up to me? This is the guy that does come up to you at the live event. Hey, dude, I'm the guy that said I cut a motherfucker's head off. And then you're like, okay, well, would you like a Budweiser?
I got the
I'm
knife.
buying.
Jeff.
Hello?
Jeff, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, I'm, this guy is a freaking moron. This Cameron Downey. I used to work in radio, and I know producing a show, it's a pain in the ass. And you turn around and you got to do the production for your own show, too, on top of that, which that's what I had to do. I had to produce my own show, and
do the production, and prep it.
We're going to go to Logan. He's just boring. That's why you had to do your own production. You couldn't hold anyone's interest.
If anybody wants to know how radio actually works, like, you just have to watch Private Parts over and over and over again. It's the best radio movie I think I've ever seen.
Logan.
Not like there's a million of them.
What's up?
What's up, buddy?
Just wondering if I get a free book.
All right.
The Benson has one already.
You want the Steiner book?
Please.
All right, hold on. Logan's getting the Steiner book. Give me that so I know it's given away.
Big Papa phone?
Yeah. It's called...
read that book. Holla! It's called Holla If You Hear Me.
Yeah, you gotta have balls.
By Brandon Steiner.
Holla If You Hear Me. This one's for my freaks.
Forward by Rick.
By the dog-faced gremlin.
He wouldn't even be able to do the forward. They get someone better.
Catherine.
I really want that
You take the
hotel
author's photo.
You do, Catherine.
I do. Hey, Sam, I went to Ursuline. Do you know where that is?
Of course I know where Ursuline is. It's in New Rochelle. It's right. It's real close to it. So you used to wear one of those uniforms.
Yes, I did.
How old are you?
I graduated in 2000.
Oh, my goodness. What are you doing now?
I'm a marriage and family therapist.
You still got that uniform?
Yes.
You ever wear it?
No.
Well, she wants a book. You know.
I really want that hotel book.
All right. Well, what are you going to do for me there,
I
Catherine?
don't know.
Sam, why don't you meet Sam at the hotel? I'll give you the book.
I am married. I'm not going to.
So am I. That's not what we're talking about, Catherine. Don't take it there. Do you still live in Westchester?
I just moved from White Plains to Brewster.
Who would move out of Westchester?
I'm kind of over it. I want to...
Over it? I don't know. I don't know the experience. All right. Well, what do you want to? What do you think you should have to do for the hotel book, Catherine?
I can tell you guys that I love you, and I really, really want that hotel book.
Yeah, but do it
travel a lot.
Do it in a much more like. Can you do like in a sexy way? It's just like being like, oh, I love you guys. It's like whatever. But if you could do like a little sexy way. Like, why don't you tell me, Danny, and Travis?
Yeah, my feelings are hurt. Tell me something nice to me.
What you would want to do to our sexual organs?
If my husband is listening, which he probably is,
He's probably not.
He definitely is. He will kick my ass.
It's Catherine from Brewster. She went to Ursuline. There's a million of you out there. So, just talk to us about our penises.
Oh my God, no.
Well, you said you wanted the book. It's like you can't call up and ask for something and not expect to, you know what I mean? It's a give and take situation.
Yeah, but we're like neighbors.
I know, exactly.
You know what?
All right, so what do you do? All right, so we're neighbors, and you're peeking in that window. I just got out of the shower. What do you see? What are you thinking?
Just hair. That's it.
That's
all I imagine.
I see your hair.
Yeah? I see you. I caught you looking at me, Catherine.
Oh, my God.
What are you thinking?
This is creepy.
I caught you. What are you looking at?
Oh, my goodness.
What do you want to do?
I want the book. That's what I want to do.
What do you want to do with that book?
Put that book in your mouth.
Yeah? What do you want to shove that book?
Oh, my goodness.
Huh?
I just want the book. My husband is...
You gonna shove it in? You gonna shove it? She's gonna shove it. She's gonna shove it in.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah?
Put all those words in your brain.
What about E-Rock?
You
like E-Rock?
Get all that knowledge in there.
Talk to me about E-Rock.
E-Rock's great.
Yeah, what do you like about him?
I don't know. He's cuddly.
What do you think? You're cuddling him?
You know what that just meant, by the way? That's like that's like when they're like, oh yeah, he's jolly.
Cuddly.
Well, what do you think? What do you think if
My dog is cuddly.
What would you think if you were cuddling with E-Rock, right? Spooning. You're the little spoon, and
what cartoon's on TV?
You're the little spoon, he's the big spoon, and all of a sudden,
what season of Futurama is it?
All of a sudden, there's something hardening on E-Rock, and you can feel it.
It's a stale loaf of bread.
Did you just? That was funny.
Eric fucking nails his own joke.
Did you just gag a little bit? You just go like this. Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Well, then, who would you want to talk about? Me, Eric, Danny?
I actually think Anthony has a nice voice.
Yeah, you think he has a nice voice? What else do you think is
do.
nice?
I
like
don't
that
know.
dick?
It's very nice. I've sucked it many times. That's the only
I
reason I'm
heard he
here.
has a big one though.
You like him big?
Oh, I'm gonna get beat. This is not.
With what? With a dick?
Oh my goodness.
Hopefully with this book.
Just everything sexual. All right, give me the hotel book. You want a hotel book.
I really do.
But tell me this.
Yes.
After you're done reading this hotel book, you gonna finger yourself a little bit?
Oh my goodness.
You gonna play with yourself a little bit?
Oh my gosh.
Is that the noises you're gonna make?
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Sounds like a chipmunk.
All right, put your speaker down. Put your speaker down and straddle it.
Ooh, I felt that in my headphones.
You did? You liked it?
Yeah, I got an eargasm.
All right, Catherine. But Catherine,
Yes.
are you wearing panties?
Hello.
Oh my god.
Are you? Just real quick. Are you wearing them right now?
Yes. Yes.
Why don't you take them off?
Oh god, I'm driving. That's really not possible.
Or who are you driving with right now? Who's in the car with you?
Myself. Me.
Oh yeah, What are you doing? You got your left hand on the steering wheel?
John DeBello, I'm coming after you.
What are you doing? What are you doing with your right hand?
It's holding the phone.
Why don't you pinch the phone between your ear and your shoulder there, or put in a hands-free device. Get those hands free, and then you know what I want you to do? Keep that hand on the steering wheel, but you got your right hand free, right?
She should
No,
take the
it's still
phone.
holding the phone.
Just start touching yourself a little bit.
She should rub the piece of the phone that you talk into on her hairstyle down there.
Yeah. Can you rub your phone on your vagina, please?
Wait,
Oh my goodness.
we can make wait a minute. We can make a game out of this, you guys.
Just real quick. Just rub the phone on your vagina.
No, I'm not
All right.
rubbing the phone anywhere.
All right. Don't rub the phone then. Don't rub the phone.
I'm gonna do some production really quick because
here's-
Greg says I don't do enough production.
Here you go.
It's time to play. It's time to play.
You did this just now?
Hey, guess what's in
Wow.
my pants?
I'm pretty good.
Place the receiver upon your beaver. It's time to play. Hey, guess what's in my pants? It's time to guess what's in my pants. My pants.
Is it a landing strip?
Is this what hacks feel like?
It's a landing strip, right?
Oh my god.
I knew it. I got it right. I got it right. Did you guys hear that? Did you? Thank you, everybody. Thank you. All right.
With that, we have to go.
I'm gonna let you go, Catherine. Thank you.
Do I get my book?
You get the hotel book,
Oh, I'm so excited.
but I want you to call back tomorrow, okay?
All right.
And I want you to be naked.
Oh goodness.
Okay. Hold,
Okay.
hold on.
After that, I think we should get Reagan on the phone.
All right. Catherine's on hold.
Yes.
We're gonna get Ronald Reagan on the phone.
Hello.
But that's all gonna happen tomorrow. Danny is going to go back to the office and call some of the listeners that he doesn't like.
I'm going to call that woman for phone sex. I got her number too.
Travis is going to forget any of this happened and go back to his family.
Yep.
E-Rock is going to have some lunch. And I will be back here tomorrow.
What about Sal?
Sal has done nothing all day and will continue to do nothing.
Well, he has to show up first.
Stay tuned. Is Sal not here?
No, that's right.
He hasn't been here today.
Yeah.
Why is he not here?
He was sick.
I thought
He's not. How is Sal taking more sick days in the first 6 months than I've taken in my entire career?
I don't know, but you're right. He's taking more than you and I combined.
Well, let's
probably.
address it tomorrow.
Christ almighty.
I could have sworn he was here today.
None of us knew. And it's 11.